Hey Josh, so obviously biggest opportunity of your career. Is that how you would define it so far right now for this fight?
Yeah, definitely. Biggest opportunity, biggest fight of my life, and these are the opportunities I've wanted since I started the sport or got into the UFC, and so I'm going to seize the moment.
So exactly how much notice did you have for this? When did you find out? I mean, was it right when Aldo got taken out of the fight? Did you start pursuing this? Did the UFC call you? How did this all come together in terms of you stepping in?
So it came out or came about 3.5 weeks ago. It was. My managers were talking to Sean Shelby about me fighting in January, and then they just kind of threw out, Lamas needs a fight. I was one of the only ranked fighters, names that was thrown in the hat to fight Lamas, and then he went ahead and he asked everyone in the top 15. No one took the fight, so I was the only one, and so here we are today, and it's awesome because if anyone said yes in the top 15, I wouldn't be here.
So, and I know you've changed weight classes, pretty recently in terms of fights. When you get a short notice call, I mean, is your body completely adjusted to being a 145er now? Is it a tough cut coming up for you maybe these upcoming few hours? What's it like in terms of the weight cutting situation?
Yeah, the weight cutting it's going to be difficult. Making 155s was a little challenging. I did just fight in Poland 7 weeks ago, and 10 days after the fight, I was 183. So it's like, but I got back into camp pretty quick because I knew I was going to fight in January. I was helping a lot of teammates out on the team that we're fighting. So, I've been so strict on my diet. I just really ramped up the conditioning because that's the biggest thing for me. As long as I'm in tip-top shape, no one's going to beat me up.
And going back to that last fight, 4 knockdowns in the first round, a UFC record. What does that tell you? I mean, were you disappointed that you couldn't finish him off one of those knockdowns? Is it just, I have that good power that I can drop someone 4 times? What do you take away from that?
Yeah, it was definitely disappointing. This is the longest I've ever gone without a finish, so I'm definitely due for a finish. So hopefully we'll see one on Saturday night. But no, I know I have power. I know I have speed. I just have to stay patient and pick my shots, and the knockout will come. I can't look to knock someone out. It'll come as soon as I touch them on the chin. But yeah, it was really disappointing I couldn't get that finish.
You made some history though, so you'll be. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to break 4 knockdowns in a single round.
Hey, I might get 5 Saturday.
There you go. I mean, what's the key to beating Ricardo? Is it knocking him down 5 times, or is there more to it than that?
No, he's one of the best fighters in the world. He has been at the top of the game for his whole career. So I just have to go out there and perform, do what I do best, and that's win. And if I show up and I just perform, I can beat him. Like I've said, I train with the best team for over a decade. I know where I stack up. Everyone on my team, my coaches, my friends and families, they're the only ones that feel confident in my abilities. Everyone else that doesn't know me, the naysayers, haters, they're saying, "Oh, I don't belong here," but they'll understand on Saturday why I belong here.
Yeah, does that something that boost you up? The fact that people count you out going into this one, that you're an underdog, all that kind of stuff. Does it just like, or something that you're gonna just show the world on Saturday night?
Yeah, no, it definitely fuels the fire, but I can't let any of that bother me. I know what I'm capable of, and I still haven't even scratched the surface of showing people what I'm, what I can do. For most of my fights, I've been injured. I feel great now because I just had elbow surgery in the summer before that Felipe fight. The only fight I was healthy for was the Tuck fight, and I got that on 4-day notice. But, this is a true Rocky story, It's just awesome, and I'm going to go out there and show people why I belong here.
So you go in there, you beat Ricardo. What does that do for your career? I mean, he's a top 3 guy, I believe, right now in this division. Are you, immediately talked about as a title contender? You're one of the few guys, Max Holloway's pretty much run through everyone in this division. Does that also motivate you, the fact that you're a new name and you can be on the map and probably get a title shot because you haven't already fought for that belt?
Yeah, that's definitely my goal. I want to be a UFC world champion. I know I have to earn this, so I can't call people out until I, get my hand raised, and that's the most important thing. I'm just focusing on this fight at the moment. I know Edgar's going to fight Holloway, and then who knows what happens. This game is crazy, so depending on who's in, who's out, who's injured. But if I got the opportunity, I'll take that in a heartbeat as well.